like it been done before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's probably just not been publicized. You know what I'm saying? You got black men, even black women. You know what I'm saying? Like even heads of household collectively.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To work so hard and diligently. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying, for me to reap these benefits, but for those behind me too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It may not be widely spoke of in the black community, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know what generational wealth and that type shit is. If you going in for there, keeping it in here, and I'm working hard in the motherfucker for this.
What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
What's up with y'all out there? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and make sure you stay elevated with me, Big J.
Yep, and always stay smoking with your favorite smoking partner, Sirpo Jr.
Ain't no question, ain't no question. You know what I'm saying? We up in this thing, though, man.
Don't forget the Junior.
Everything. And make sure you follow us everywhere at Best Way to Smoke with the number 2. You know, tap in with us or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? And look, before we get into the show, we always do the Best Way to Smoke tip. So I got the tip. And the tip is just like this, man. Just take care of yourself to the best of your ability. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else. So just plain and simple, whatever you need to do to take care of yourself, do that. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out.
So with that part, you know what I'm saying, with my addition, it's summer. Drink plenty of water. Hold that up real quick, cuzzo. That little warrior. Yeah, that's our warrior drink, you know what I'm saying? But we also got warrior water.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Best way to smoke. Go on
in.
warrior water, you know what I'm saying? And enter that BW2S podcast, right?
Yep.
Get
Underscore
that discount.
podcast. Yep. Get that motherfucking discount.
That's
you know
how you
what I
gonna
mean?
take care of
That
yourself.
motherfucking discount though. But look though, on that note, I want to look. We gonna talk about a few different things or whatever though. But one thing I wanted to throw out there. It's a quote that's been out there for a long time though, especially like coming from entrepreneurs. You know, people. You know, that's doing things and trying to establish something. Hustlers, all kind of shit though. Like you sleep when you die. I sleep when I'm dead. You know what I'm saying?
Hustler's mentality.
Right. I sleep when I'm dead. So to that effect, I want to play this little while we talking about this, I want to play this little slide with this young lady. Come on, man, get it up there, Solomon. Stop it. You know what I mean? Poppy Man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Her name is Quita Cole. 40 years old, cuz look. 40-year-old Quita Cole works 7 days a week. She was a cook. She had her own business and stuff like that, though. But she overworked and burnt out. And this is a true story. She took a nap and never woke up. You know what I'm saying? And they saying like, you know, her cause of death was she worked too much. She worked like nonstop, like just constantly, like keep it going. Like this was a post that she had put up though. I'm so tired. I need another me. One that work and one that can go kick it because I can't do all of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. That's her right there though.
See, my girl, I'm so lost for words. You were one of the sweetest, coolest ladies I could ever meet. OMG, I'm just so shocked. I'm just so in shock. Well, I'm just in shock. Please keep the Cole family in your prayers as they grieve the loss of this beautiful lady. SIP.
So,
and that's it's reported that like, you know what I'm saying, like really, like pretty much stress is like the cause of death.
Yeah,
because it can be overworked. It's like stress.
Like just being up. Like if you like probably stress being up. You know what I mean? If you working 7 days a week and not resting or not getting any kind of rest, that should have definitely take a toll on you. And depending on how you eating and taking care of yourself, if you getting exercise, different shit like that though, all that shit definitely plays a part.
It's like it gotta be like some type of hidden, you know what I'm saying, like reasons, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not foreign. It's not like unheard of, you know what I'm saying? People like working, being hella busy, even not being busy, you know what I'm saying, and just take a nap and don't, you know what I'm saying, wake back up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, geez, like if that is like a saying, you know what I'm saying, I sleep when I'm gone, that's like really like that's a hustler's mentality, you know what I'm saying? An entrepreneur's mentality, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? I'm sleeping, I'm resting, however, you know what I'm saying, you want to look at it. While I'm up, I'm working, 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 working.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like a phrase, you know what I'm saying, for you to keep going. But for that to literally happen, nah, fuck that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you working and you gonna sleep like when you dead, you know what I'm saying? Like unless you just working for the benefit, you know what I'm saying, of those that's gonna come after you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? All the work you putting in right now, shit, what you're not finna enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Shit. 60 seconds of it.
So in that context, like just say if you just working for to take handle your business and shit for the future, you think you feel like it's okay like to run yourself down like that
You
or
being that sacrificial lamb.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? You have like it been done before. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? It's
hell
probably
yeah.
just not been publicized. You know what I'm saying? You got black men, even black women, you know what I'm saying? Like even heads of household collectively.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Done work so hard and diligently, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying, for me to reap these benefits, but for those behind me too.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It may not be widely spoke of in the black community, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know what generational wealth and that type shit is. If you going in for there, keeping it in here, and I'm working hard in the motherfucker for this.
Mhm.
I can see that.
Yeah. I get that too though, and I can see that that's a good point. I think it still should be some balance. You know what I'm saying? In how you taking care of yourself and resting and shit though, because in the process of trying to create that generational wealth and you running yourself into the ground, is you gonna get there? You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Is you gonna make it like realistically, is you gonna make it to the finish line to see you get what you running to get? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you could kind of look at it like it's a marathon, like on some Nipsey shit though. Like it's a marathon, so we gonna pace this shit out. You know what I mean? But like for me, I'm realizing how important sleep is. Shit. At this day and age though. Like I'm realizing how important it is to lay down at a decent time and at least maybe get a hot 7.5 or 7 hours or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It works to the benefit of the body, especially when you're getting older. You know what I'm saying? It's good to nigga ain't no spring chicken no more. Just think of
Is it necessarily rest? I mean, like meaning like shut eye? Or could it just be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, I'm in my king chair, you know what I'm saying? I'm just relaxing. You know what I'm saying? It's the time like just let me relax. You know what I'm saying? If you in a cigars, your bud, you know what I'm saying, your drink, I don't even want to think about, you know what I'm saying, the next business meeting.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to think about, you know what I'm saying, the next bit. No, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. I find, you know what I'm saying, that like refreshing. Just give me about like 2 hours of that. You don't even call me, don't do nothing.
Oh yeah, that definitely play a part, but that relaxation is key. So for me personally, that relaxation will get me to the sleep part. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga want to go to sleep, and you know what I mean, to get that rest, and it's a difference. Like it's a lot of studies out there um, talking about how important sleep is, especially when you're getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like getting older and shit, giving your body a chance to rejuvenate. And if you think about it, like when you sleep, your body is doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Repairing certain things. So if you going to bed, if you laying down, you grinding, grinding, grinding. I sleep when I'm dead, type shit. Though you on that move consistently for a long time, nigga, you might be sleeping 4 hours a night or some shit like that. It's gonna eventually catch up with you.
So like in that repairing, you know what I'm saying, within sleep time, what is it just because you just still? You're not moving? You know what I'm saying? So it gives the body time to regenerate certain whatever is regenerating.
I think that's part of it and shit too though, because they say like it's good to to not eat before you go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like let your food digest before you go to bed because if it limits the action that your body got to take to so you got more access at repairing shit though. So like them blood cells and all. Like, man, the body is amazing and it does a lot. So, like, I'm saying, like, if you eat, just say like you eat and lay down. Now your body is focused on digesting the food. You know what I'm saying?
How long does it typically take for the body to digest food through the body system?
It depends on what you eat. Like, steak is like
What's the average time?
the average like for what? What kind
Your
of
average meal. We gonna say like a vegan-based meal.
shit? It might be a few hours and shit though, because if it's a vegan-based meal,
24 to 72 hours.
that's what a regular
Stomach food typically stays in the stomach for 2 to 5 hours. Small intestines, it takes 2 to 6 hours for food to move through the small intestines. Large intestines, you know what I'm saying, such as 10 to 59 hours. So pretty much average, like at bare minimum, 2 hours.
Yep, depending on what you eating and shit though. That's why like
So if you a steak eating motherfucker, chicken eating motherfucker, that's something heavy. So
It's
you got to go to
longer.
sleep. You got to go to sleep, you know what I'm saying, the next 24 to 72?
No.
I would
Because
say
that's when it's being properly digested, if you're going according to that shit.
I would say give it, but look how it said the process. It go from here then to the intestines, then to there. So probably by the time it get to the small intestines, it's kind of like it's broken down in the small intestines and shit, though.
In a matter of 4 hours.
Yeah, well, that steak, that shit is a different story though. But I think pretty much everything else, chicken take a little, it's less time than steak. Steak is like the highest and shit though, as far as taking time to digest though.
Do
But-
you believe in that saying, you know what I mean? You need, before you swallow your food, chew your food as many teeth as you got in your mouth?
No, I never heard that one. To chew it as many teeth as you got in your mouth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To
Right,
like
right,
they
I
say
know.
that, you know what I'm saying, so it can be properly like chopped up for it to like actually go through your digestive system.
No, I ain't heard
'Cause
that
you know,
one. I heard chew
I
your
eat chicken
food
and
up.
shit, you know what I'm saying? They eat some chicken and then swallow, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, you chew it, you know what I'm saying, the average what, like 32 something teeth? How many teeth you got? 32, 34? One of the motherfuckers. But they say you just gotta be
27.
like,
Yeah, chew that shit up though. But I mean, that's the best way. Like the best way to be able to get the proper rest and the proper sleep. You know what I'm saying? Is like eat early. You know what I'm saying? Food digested, nigga, lay down. So as far as the repairing your body and shit like that though, look it up though.
what type of lifestyle are you living for that first though?
What you mean?
Like meaning like, you know what I'm saying, are you an athletic type of person? You know what I'm saying? Are you just like a chill type of person?
You could be either or. Like, yeah, it don't matter like what state. If you doing that like that and you eating in the right way, eating at an ordered enough time before you go to bed, shit, yeah, you're gonna be able to get that proper rest and your body is gonna do what it's supposed to do as far as repairing certain things and shit like that from the inside, because it don't have to worry about digestion, like food digestion and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like having a cold, like how you work through a cold and shit though. Sometimes, nigga, you'll go to sleep and you wake up, nigga, and you got that glob of mucus and shit though. You spit it out and then you start feeling better. You can breathe a little better and your throat feel better. You like,
no,
damn.
when I be like that, nigga, I gotta take a shit. Once you take the shit, nigga, I feel a whole lot better.
Okay, yeah, some people like that. It just got to come out the other end.
Mm-hmm. Shit and throw up, nigga, I be straight.
You know what I'm saying? You got to throw it shit and throw it.
That's on a hangover though.
So you shouldn't throw up at the same time.
Hell nah, nigga. You know,
No, so I
remnant
mean,
type shit.
explain that to us. Explain that to the audience, man. They don't.
Nigga,
You
either
know what I'm
take a
saying?
shit or throw up.
Oh, so it's
all that
either-
shit coming
it's
out.
either
nigga.
or.
Yeah.
So have you ever had the both at the same time?
No, nigga, have you? Have you? Cause
Nah,
you look like you
nah.
experienced some shit like that.
Oh, I look like that. You know what I'm saying? No,
nigga.
though.
No, it's either one or the other. Like how you say, you know what I'm saying? Like I do not wake up, you know what I'm saying, and have to hawk up mucus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't experienced that.
Like if you sick or something.
like runny nose, that type shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't normally hawk up mucus like that.
You ain't never had a cold and went to
It's not,
sleep?
nigga, I blow that shit out. It don't be like throat wide. I don't have like a mucus problem.
So you never cough and have like
Right.
a
I'm not
wet
saying
cough?
I've never done it. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you saying like shit, like nigga wake up in the morning. That shit don't
Yeah,
be
if you
happening.
sick. Yeah, if you sick.
9 times I don't be like that.
Well,
I don't even be getting out of commission in that way. You know what I'm saying? It'll probably be like if I am sick, it's like a little head cold. That's like nasal type shit. I don't be like mucused up. And if that mucus, I'm finna blow that shit out my nose. It don't be like it don't be that shit. It don't be
Well,
that mucus.
It's the same thing.
right, it's just coming out your nose
Yeah.
and shit. Though.
Yeah,
It probably done.
that shit.
It probably done
like,
made it.
yeah.
It probably done made its way down. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga.
Oh, but to the east, just like the tip, and just even talking about rest in peace to the young lady that passed away, that worked herself into the situation that she was in.
Yeah. That I mean that's crazy. I don't want to undermine or nothing stuff like that, but it had to be like something like stressful behind that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. It's just hard for me to believe that just straight work.
But based off the context of like what she was posting and stuff, though, you could tell she had some kind of a stress level though, because she was like working all the time, and she recognized the fact that she was working all the time and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? And saying that she needed a break. You know
A
what I
lot
mean?
of people be doing that shit, you know what I'm saying, to like go and escape other shit. You know what I'm saying? You staying so busy, you know what I'm saying, in one area to where it's like you may not have to even show focus to another area. You know what I'm saying? That may be causing a hindrance, maybe causing a worry.
You lying to
You know what I'm
yourself,
saying?
though. You know what I'm saying? It's better to just,
And
kind of.
that's that stress factor. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? You may think it's coming from like, man, I'm just working so diligently, so hard, you know what I'm saying? Putting myself out here, you know what I'm saying, for the people.
Right.
You know what I mean? But up under that, you know what I'm saying, there's underlying factors. You know what I'm saying? That's working the brain.
Hmm. Yeah, that's real talk, though. And a lot of the times dealing with stress, though, because I done been there before, and what I found for me, like like taking a walk or doing something, you know what I'm saying, doing something a little different to kind of help me, kind of like kind of balance stuff out though a little bit though, man, because sometimes I won't recognize if I'm stressing or something. You know what I'm saying? Like if something like really fuck with me, you know what I mean? It might be something I'm thinking about, but I'm not looking at it like, damn, I'm stressing about it though. But nigga, I done probably thought about it 14 times today, and you know what I'm saying? Like I might be doing something and go back to that thought, like, damn, okay, I can. Ooh. That's like a sign of, you know what I mean, stressing. You know what I mean, in a way. You know what I mean? If you constantly going back to something, you constantly thinking about it, but you might not even see it like I'm stressing and shit though. But deep down, you know what I'm saying, beneath, a nigga like low key stressing and shit though.
Man,
You
you
just
gotta
gotta
just
be
figure
woke
that
though.
shit out.
Yeah, you gotta be
saying?
woke though. You gotta be woke enough to kind of recognize that shit too
Yeah.
though. Cause I think like with me, with my growth, as you know what I'm saying, me being me, a human, you know what I'm saying, and my growth level, I think I recognize certain things in myself now. And just like past situations that I done went through recently, it kind of like put me in in a different mind frame and shit though. You know what I'm saying? To where I'm seeking out certain knowledge, you know what I'm saying, about how to deal with myself and how to deal with other people and shit though too. You know what I'm saying? So it's beneficial though. And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I can unlock them things that and recognize them things that might trigger me, that might, you know what I'm saying, put me in that little thought process and shit though, you know what I'm saying, it'll help all around.
I
You know what
agree
I
like a
mean?
motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm in that same stage right now though. It's like to avoid certain stress stuff, I'm not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker that's be like, fuck it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I do be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For a time.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because it's like this time right now, there been a whole lot of shit like outside of podcasts, like just happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for a lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that like, you know what I'm saying, I don't care about it, but it's like shit, nigga, I gotta deal with something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
for me to be a productive motherfucker to outside of me, like shit, nigga, I gotta be like shit. I gotta let that shit go. I can't focus too much on that right there.
Real
You know what I'm
talk.
saying? I need to take that and put this shit over here.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
real
And
talk,
then when,
though.
let me get straight right here. now that I'm straight right here, you know what I'm saying, and
Go
I
elsewhere.
feel I'm 100 with myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
What's cracking?
On everything. And that matters too though, cuz that matters and shit too though. And like even just having conversations like this though, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people out there that can relate. You know what I'm saying? Especially as man and shit though. You know what I mean? Being man, and in June is Man's Mental Health Awareness Month. You know what I mean? And we've been talking about it a lot. You know what I mean? And it's important. It's definitely important to me, and I'm gonna tell you why it's important to me. You know what I mean? It's important because men need an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Men should be able to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? To be able to get stuff off their chest and feel safe enough to do that shit though. You know what I mean? Versus, you know, being confined to your thoughts and confined to your feelings and not being able to express them motherfuckers effectively and shit though.
On the real, that shit true to the motherfucker. Like normally, you know what I'm saying, like June and shit like this, I'll be amped up, you know what I'm saying, about men's mental health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even still right now, you know what I'm saying, it's like I'm amped up in the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I gotta deal with my own men's mental health.
Facts.
Now that outlet, you know what I'm saying, you know, like it's June, like Father's Day and all that shit come up. You know what I'm saying? My outlet was Pops. You know what I'm saying? Where I can just be like it's no judgment on nothing. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is like new. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, shit. I gotta deal with that one.
Right.
And then I'll be able to be like, shit, be back enthused, be like, shit, nigga, I done went through this and did that. Men's Mental Health Month, nigga, what's cracking?
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah, that's real. That's some real shit though, man. So in the realm of Men's Mental Health Month, so we want to talk about like how cannabis relates to man's mental health. You know what I'm saying? And how it can help. It's been some research out there. You know what I'm saying? I have my own perspective on it and shit, on how it can help and how it's beneficial and shit like that though. And to the point of a hindrance, for me personally, I don't see one though, but it's been a lot of research about it, so we're gonna tap into it though. So it's like the complex picture. Research on the relationship between cannabis use and mental health in man presents a mixed picture. While some studies suggest potential benefits, particularly in managing stress and anxiety, there are some significant risks associated with heavy or frequent use, especially in young men. And I get that part though. You know what I'm saying? So on the list right here, these are some good points. Like weed can help with stress reduction, improve sleep, you know what I'm saying, support for emotional regulation, and potential for increased presence and resilience. Okay, so for me, to keep it on 100, number one, the stress reduction. Yes, it helps. It helps for me with stress reduction. Those and getting some good sleep though. Those are my top two right there though. You know what I'm saying? And in the realm of like the cons of what they're saying and shit though, which I do agree with some people though, because everybody got their own issues. You know what I'm saying? So cannabis can induce an underlying issue in somebody as far as with psychosis and shit like that though. But so you got the increased risk of psychosis. You got worsening symptoms of existing mental health conditions, developing and exacerbating anxiety and depression, increased risk of suicidal ideation, negative impact on brain development. And take in mind though, that's saying in young men. You know what I'm saying? It's saying in young men. So I understand that as far as with the cons in the developing mind and a young man, somebody that might be dealing with an underlying condition and stuff like that though. But if you're pretty much like somewhat healthy, like mentally kind of shit though, but just deal with day-to-day stressors and you know, and shit that might weigh on you and stuff like that, cannabis can definitely be a key to open the door up to a better existence. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I can dig that too though. And it's like how they saying like young men. I'm just thinking back, you know what I'm saying? You go back to like I'm an 80s baby, you know what I'm saying? And like those before me, you know what I'm saying, the 70s and the 60s babies.
Ladies,
You know what I'm saying? And like and like in those times, you know what I'm saying? Like once you hit like 13, 14, shit like that, you doing grown man type shit.
oh, everything.
You know what I mean? Like you making grown man type dollars along those times though. You know what I'm saying? The food was different. You know what I mean? So like our
Better,
bodies
so.
took things different. So we started smoking at a younger age.
Oh,
Nowadays though, you know what I'm saying, with the intake of food now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Mickey D's, a lot of Taco Bell,
Right,
Burger Kings
right.
and shit like that. Artificial type shit that's
Right.
going into the body to where it's not properly like developing, nourishing the body. Do you think that can be an issue, you know what I'm saying, as far as like between the generations, like I'm gonna just say like the 80s babies, some of them 90s babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To where it's like cannabis is messing you up, you know what I'm saying, and that brain development.
Right. Because it's leading to like what you eating and shit
Yeah.
like that. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what? Like I was earlier today, I was listening to Tupac, man, and forgive me because I like right now the name of the song is not catching though, but that's just the way it is. Things will never see the same, never see the same. That song right there, I can't think of the name right now though, but
Ain't it?
huh?
Changes,
Yeah,
ain't it?
changes. Yeah, changes. But in that song though,
Name from Blackstreet produced it, right?
yeah,
Teddy Rock, yeah.
yeah. Look, but in that song,
See, I know some songs.
that's
dog.
right. That's right. He hit that though. Look. But in that song, he said something. He said, "It's time that we start taking care of ourselves better." He said eating better. You know what I'm saying? But it never really like clicked in my head and shit though, because I was doing something when I was listening to it. But this song came out a long time ago. It was many moons ago, and the fact
Old ass.
that right, and the fact that he had the knowledge to state that, you know what I'm saying, that we need to eat better, like taking care of ourselves better, and you know, not digging too much in it though, but you know, he had knowledge from the Black Panthers and stuff like that though, so their knowledge was on a different level when it came to preserving and uplifting us as Black people. You know
And
what
not
I'm
even
saying?
that, you know what I'm saying, what they fed the youth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? By Pac actually coming up under them, you know what I'm saying, is certain literature, you know what I'm saying, he was privy to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, he grew up knowing certain things that your average teenager his age didn't know.
Didn't know. Man, that's real talk and shit though. Cause it's like from the mental, like being a young man and coming up. And like you said though, at a young age, 13, 14, you know, we was doing things as a grown man. And like we had a conversation before as far as dealing with older women, like a whole bunch of different shit though. Nigga, I was going out of town when I was 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? And to my detriment though, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like we don't know what we setting ourselves up for. Just think if we like just the proper development of a kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's some kind of a benefit to be able to experience that shit. And I don't regret, you know, my upbringing because I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? But if it was some things I could change, I would change some things. It was certain things I would probably do different to keep it 100. But I'm not living in a world of regret type shit though. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, just thinking back, like it's different things in different ways to protect our mental health that we could have did differently. Like me, nigga, I was the cause of me going to juvenile hall as a youngster. You know what I'm saying? Based on how I was moving. And I did have the proper guidance though. I just chose not to follow that guidance and shit though. And I wanted to do my own thing because the supervision wasn't around like that though, because the supervision had to go make that money. So I was able to have that free time to maneuver and shit like that. But it put myself in a whole bunch of different realms as a kid though. You know what I'm saying? And we don't be realizing that shit though, just in the realm of mental health, like experiencing different things, people dying. You know, I remember when I was young, nigga, I counted like how many fucking funerals I've been to. And when I was 16, nigga, and that was a lot of funerals for a 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? To have to experience and go through. And if you think about some people in the communities that we come up in, when it comes to mental health, like I knew cats that had their mama and their daddy in the house, in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And those guys grew up tempted by the streets a little bit, and majority of those guys grew up and made something of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I know, like, in instances like that, you know what I'm saying, like being young, you know what I'm saying, having partners your age, you know what I'm saying, pass away, you seeing certain shit happen in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like me coming in, like into that street life, motherfuckers are probably call it like messed up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Pops actually set a nigga down. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you old enough to make your own decisions. You old enough, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't have you in my back pocket 24/7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If like he see me, you know what I'm saying? Nigga writing PJ on his backpack, you know what I'm saying? Crip over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You choose this lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that go with it, and there's certain things you're gonna have to accept. You know what I'm saying? Going to jail, getting shot at, death, you know what I'm saying? Drugs, like all this shit, the good, the bad, the ugly. It goes with that.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm not no dumb, I'm by far, you know what I'm saying, an uncomprehensive person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I understood that shit at a young age, so when some of that shit like actually came, could you say Pops kind of protected a nigga mental health right there in preparation for what's to come? You know what I'm saying? So like shit, nigga, if this finna come, you can kind of like have an idea how you gonna navigate through certain shit.
Yes, I would say for sure, but with the experiences that you experience going to through the system and different things. Niggas in a Thunderdome. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? At some point. So a nigga was younking them, nigga this and this and this and that. So yeah, it was explained to a nigga like, yeah, nigga, jail come with this and this and that. But to go through the experience of it, everybody's experience is a little different. Yours might have been harsher than mine. Nigga, mine could have been harsher than yours.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that can plateau a motherfucker to somewhere else. Nigga, I seen a nigga come to the pen, get to the pen and get broke, nigga, and end up hanging himself, nigga, off the tier. You know what I'm saying? And just not being able to handle the shit.
I done seen that shit too.
You know what I'm saying? Just not being able to handle it mentally. Now, I don't know the motherfucker background of how he came up at different situations that he was in, but like, if our circumstances in the realm of mental health and being young man, and we're gonna get back on the cannabis part though, but if our upbringing or we really did have somebody pushing us, like really on us though, but not like just kind of telling us, but like really like, nigga, no, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And that was a big thing for me. Like I done said it on shows before though, like with my kids and shit though, and my little brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, y'all niggas is not finna gangbang. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas ain't finna be from no hood. Nigga get put on. Like nigga, like, look, nigga get put on the hood. We going over there and we gon', you know what I'm saying? Y'all not from being from nowhere. And it worked. They all have their little, you know what I mean, had their little issues and shit like that, but it wasn't about gangbanging, because keeping them 100 is like, shit, we already got to deal with being black. So you add the aspect of that, nigga, that's making shit, you know what I'm saying? That's putting an extra target on your back, though.
You know what's crazy, though? It's like now you saying like about your little brothers. Something about like my little brothers. Like the youngest one told me, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, like coming up, like we ain't see nobody like gangbang like that. We saw you. And like in my head, I'm like, nigga, I wasn't even like thugging like that. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like rewind, hear certain stuff. Like, man, when them niggas was little, nigga, it was this, it was that, such and such.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I was doing so unconsciously knowing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, these little niggas watching me like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nowadays I kind of move different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know the background I come from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't indulge though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I just don't indulge. You know what I mean? And it's like I just think about it. You know what I'm saying? You would know. You know what I'm saying? I just try to put my little brothers up on it that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit, because if you gonna do it, you gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, I ain't did that shit perfect, nigga. It's just like what Pop say, you gotta move through the molecules of water like a eel through seaweed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I move through that motherfucker.
On everything.
And still moving through it.
On everything.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like shit, nigga, y'all gotta open your eyes and see that shit. Just because a motherfucker is out here game banging, as you call it,
Right.
doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be a stupid motherfucker.
Ain't no question. Ain't no question. And just to keep it 100 though, like nigga, if you tied in what you tied into already, you know what I'm saying, for youngsters coming up, if you even like thinking about it, nigga, don't, you know what I'm saying, don't do it, nigga, do something else. Like, you know what I'm
Man,
saying,
it's
straight
plenty
up,
of stuff out there. Like
man.
really though, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to cut you off though, but you got brothers, you know what I'm saying, like really like inside the prison walls.
Mm-hmm.
Like sending messages like, man, this ain't what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But youngins choose to be privy and just watch the shit like, oh, these niggas got a phone. Oh, these niggas having fun. Oh, you can make hamburgers and shit too.
You get Pizza
Like,
Hut,
nigga,
yeah.
hell, fuck that.
Man.
Listen to them old niggas, you know what I mean, that's stuck in that motherfucker that's no, and they only way to give back, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I do got this phone. Now, let me put out something positive. Pay attention.
Yeah.
That's all a lot of OG motherfuckers be telling you.
On
You
everything.
don't got to give me $1, nigga, but you do got to pay attention.
On everything. Hey, you know what's crazy? It just put me to a flashback. This is something that always stuck with me and shit though when I was in Delano in reception, right? Boom, they buzz us out for was it for lunch, for dinner? No, it was breakfast. It was breakfast. A nigga came in there. He was a little bit younger than me, probably 3-4 years younger than me and shit, dog. But he was like, he was talking about his sentence and shit, though. And he was like, man, I got 32 years. He said, he like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he was a little more amped up than the way I'm saying it, but he was like okay with it. I know once you get your shit though, you gotta accept it and you know what I mean and move, but just the fact of how he was talking, like basically like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing and shit though. And he's still in that motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? Unless something happened and he made it up out of there, some stipulation or whatever. But just to hear him say that though, it just always resonated in my mind and shit though. And I was like, damn, nigga. I started thinking about mine, my little ones, and they was little at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, like, I can't see this though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I'll be a motherfucking. I'll feel like a failure in some kind of way though. Like
That's boo-boo the fool.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, I had those thoughts before. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie. Like, younger days, like, nah, I ain't give a fuck.
right.
Nigga,
Oh, for
nigga, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, that was the most stupidest shit, you know what I'm saying, to ever fucking think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, motherfuckers, you got too much life to live, you know what I'm saying? And for you to have to live 32-something years off of dictation,
Man.
you can believe all you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nigga, we run this shit up in here or whatever the fuck. Man, probably to a certain extent.
Right.
But nigga, that's dictation, bruh.
Man.
Nah, homie. I just told my uncle the other day, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Tedro, I'm like, nigga, it was hot than a motherfucker and we in there sweating under 2 fans, nigga. I'm like, man, I enjoy sweating, drinking some water, trying to get the ice up out of it, clowning with my uncle.
Man.
You can't get that shit doing 32-something years, homie.
Hell
boy.
no.
Like,
Hell
man.
no. And hey, look, and then just back to it, fast forward. You know what I'm saying, to what we was talking about as far as how cannabis relates to man's mental health. It's definitely beneficial. Cannabis is beneficial. And like we always say, man, just, you know, keeping the research going and stuff like that, it helps. Because we learn more about how it can help people and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And something that we already knew before they start doing the research. You're going to get some good sleep. You know what I'm saying? If your appetite is tripping, it's going to help your appetite. You know what I'm talking about? And it's going to relax you. You know, especially if you smoke indica. You do got to know what you blowing on and shit like that, because you can smoke a sativa that might have a nigga, you know what I'm saying, kind of amped to thinking, oh, you know what I'm saying, and racing and shit. So that's another point of, well, here's another key to know what you blowing on, know what you need for you type shit though. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you looking to relax and stuff. So get you an indica, smoke an indica, relax, go to sleep and get some good sleep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I agree with all of that stuff too, though. You know what I'm saying? But that's just cannabis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Referring to just straight mental health. The health part of it. You know what I'm saying? I just believe the anxious thoughts and it promotes a sense of calmness.
Right.
Those are the highest two I agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like with sleep, you got those anxious thoughts probably. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even calm. That's why you probably unable to even sleep. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't sleep this night or whatever it may be. So I ain't gonna say that's gonna just like actually just help you with your sleep. You know what I'm saying? You probably like thinking it is, but this is just your favorite smoking pot.
Right.
The bud, you know what I'm saying? It slows down the thought process. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can see things clearly now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just calm a motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? If you get those two done right there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can get through a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying that right now because it's like, I used to say like, yeah, bud, you know what I'm saying? It'll calm me down and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be times, nigga, I'll be on my bike. You know what I'm saying? Those anxious thoughts will come. You know what I'm saying? Those anxiety moments, whatever that shit is, where I can't smoke a blunt to calm down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To help with this mental stress that's happening. You know what I mean? So, yes, it can. You know what I'm saying? But it's a whole lot of other shit that like actually pertains to mental health besides the cannabis.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like I got this board. Remember that board I let you fuck with?
Oh yeah, that shit.
Yeah, that board. Like I picked that like nigga. I have times like that though. Like with the anxiety shit. You know what I'm saying? Where that shit'll kick in type shit though. And I didn't recognize it at first till my doctor told me though. But I didn't want no medication, like to take no medication for it. You know what I'm saying? So I picked that board up, nigga. Like that shit helped like a motherfucker, nigga. Like nigga. Nigga squeezing that motherfucker. Nigga, what's that ukulele? What's that, the ukulele or some shit? Nigga, like, nigga squeezing that motherfucker.
That's hard
nigga.
though. But like this, it's a whole lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that pertains to like men's mental health. You know what I'm saying? You just came with something, you know what I'm saying, strong like that. What I've been finding like lately, like I've been going into like Home Depot a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like up in Home Depot, you know what I'm saying, they got the little flower beds and shit out. I've been finding myself being stuck around certain plants.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like looking at them, you know what I'm saying? Be like, damn, this motherfucker growing like that. Oh, look at this shit right here.
Right.
And it's a sense of calmness.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, for men's mental health, you know what I'm saying, that like rock with us.
Facts. And yeah, it's a lot of different coping mechanisms. You just gotta find your own. But for me, you know what I'm saying, cannabis helps with like cannabis helps with all them aspects and shit like that though. You know what I'm saying? Like cause it definitely I love indicas. And I fuck with hybrids, indica dominants, but I ain't gonna say I love the sativas though, but I fuck with sativas from time to time and shit like that though. But primarily it's an indica. You know what I'm saying? And when I do blow, it just put me in the mind. It kind of, like you said, it slows everything down, and I start thinking about certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But then how we was talking about like sleep earlier, a nigga get sleepy though. You know what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker be, you know what I mean? A nigga busy. Like life be life, and nigga be busy. Nigga be moving, doing this and doing that. So nigga, I blow and sit down and. Nigga, I'm after a while, nigga, I'm asleep. Nigga, try to put a movie on or something, I'm asleep. And this is something I've been kind of working on for myself as far as to help with my mental health, because some of the information that I've been getting, like I'm saying, as far as taking care of myself better mentally, is getting more sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like not just resting and being up resting, but actually going to fucking sleep. Cause nigga, I'm a night owl. Nigga, I'll be up doing this and I'll say, man, I'm gonna get in the bed by 9:30. I'll be like, I'm gonna get in the bed by 9:30.
That's
nigga,
that old nigga shit.
Look, right, but if you think about it, cause I know some niggas that actually do that. Some of them younger than me. You know what I'm saying? A little younger than me and shit though. But niggas will be like, nigga, most of them older though. But niggas be like, nigga, I'm in the bed by 9:30. Boom, I'm asleep by 10 or before. Nigga up by 4 o'clock. I know a nigga that go to sleep at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's productive though. You know what I'm saying? Like to whoever told you that's how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? I bet you, you know what I'm saying, they have a I'm just gonna say a productive lifestyle.
Right. Because from the information that I've got, 7 hours or better for an adult is good sleep. You wanna get that 8 though for sure, but
I've
7.
been hearing that's kind of like overhyped too, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't need like the 7 to 8. I'm halfway agreeing. You know what I'm saying? Because it been certain information I've been privy to is saying 6 to 7. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be all the way like pretty much recuperated. You know what I'm saying? Like rested.
I've heard, like, it's a lot of different studies. I've heard something like that too though. You know what I'm saying? And it all depends on a multitude of things. Like if you got a consistently good diet, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you put in your body, all that plays a part. Like if you feeding your body like totally the right shit, like totally, nigga, your body
like,
don't need.
like who's to say, you know what I'm saying, what's right totally to feed an individual's body?
I mean, shit, scientists and doctors and shit.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Man, well, you know what I'm saying? Some science can be updated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of doctors are wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Cause a lot of doctors push the pills and shit though. But
Most adults need 7 or more hours of sleep per night for optimum health. Man, get y'all motherfucking ass up out of here.
Look, the key.
That's AI overview. Man,
Look,
get that bullshit out of here. That's my Somalian partner put that up.
Look, the key recommendation, minimum 7 hours per night is recommended minimum for most adults. Optimum sweet spot. Cause like this a part that I've been finding out. When you go to sleep, you don't hit the deep sleep. Like you don't really hit that deep sleep till like a couple hours, 2-3 hours in. Then you in that like deep sleep zone and shit like that though.
REM sleep.
What you call it?
REM sleep.
Yeah.
Right. You in that deep, in that where your body is really resting. It's like
I think people who meditate, you know what I'm saying, master certain aspects of meditation, debunks this shit right here. Cause I can meditate, you know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers can meditate 10, 15 minutes and it may feel as if like, oh, I just got me 7 hours of straight up sleep.
I wouldn't say, I can agree with you, but I wouldn't say it debunks it, because like debunking it is saying it's not true.
Yeah.
At all. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say, just like damn, why I can't think of my nigga name that was in here and shit though. Just like my boy
American Academy of Sleep.
Just like my boy we had on the podcast and shit though. And like I was listening to his program. Damn, why I can't think of my nigga name, the personal trainer. Zay. Yeah, my nigga Zay. When my nigga Zay was up in here, and he was talking about how he go to sleep. Nigga, he go to sleep he in the bed by 8 o'clock. Boom, up 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? 4:30 in the morning or something like that though. See, like for me, cause I'm like in the realm of doing certain shit, I'm not just, like I said, I'll stay up. I'll be up to 1 o'clock or something. A lot of the times I'm not just watching TV or whatever. I'm doing something.
So is those like 7 to 8 hours or some shit like that? Is that based, you know what I'm saying, on the average 24? Like how long, you know what I'm saying, does the individual have to be up, you know what I'm saying, to actually need 7 or more hours of sleep?
Yes, it's based on 24 hours.
Yeah, based on because every day you should at least get the and like me, cause like my thought,
you know, this daytime shit is fairly kind of new, bro. This 24/7 shit.
Yeah.
That shit like kind of new to these calendars and all that, homie.
Look, but like my mind frame was like that, like a motherfucker, as far as like, nigga, all I need is 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? For like some years, like, nigga, all I need is 4 hours. Nigga, I'll get 4 hours.
You probably do
I'm
only
good.
need that shit. Like, I'm gonna just say just a 7-day period. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck around and go by like 3 or 4 of them days. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me 4 hours. But nigga, that 5, 6, and 7, yeah, nigga, give me my 8, my motherfucker.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't touch me. Don't let me go to sleep. At least 8.
At least
I only been getting 4 these other days.
Right. That now that'll work. If you getting 3 out of 4, I'll take that, nigga, all day. The 3 out of 4. But if I could twist it to where I can get, nigga, 7 out of 7, I take that chef now at the way my mind is now. I take that chef.
So
out
and,
the
and
chef,
like
nigga.
within that, you know what I'm saying? Like nap time, does that count?
I don't like, I mean, it could for certain people, but I don't like taking naps and shit though.
You got to do it the right. I said the right way. You got to do it the way that, you know what I'm saying, some of these AI motherfuckers tell you to do it. You know what I'm saying? No more than 15, 20 something minutes. You
Yeah,
go past
because
that,
you
you know what
don't
I'm saying?
wanna go to-
You're
You
gonna fall
get
into the deep sleep.
Yeah,
shit.
you don't want to go in the REM, sleep
Yeah.
on a nap.
Yeah. But see, me personally, like to do, like nigga,
It helps if you catch it.
Yeah, for sure. Look, like I done been like this before at the house at my desk. Nigga, maybe doing something on the computer. Nigga doze off. Nigga straight up doze off. Wake up. It's probably about 20 minutes later and shit though. Oh, now I got some more energy. Now I'm pumping it out. I probably get it about another hour in me. And I'm like, man, I'm going to sleep, man.
And you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Now that you just say that, like, correct me if I'm wrong in the chats, wherever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Like the oldest sleep aid that there is right before bed, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, you laying down and you relax, you know what I'm saying? Before, like that doze off time. Read a book, read some newspaper, read something. You know what I'm saying? Cause you probably don't even get through a page or two and you just sound asleep.
Mm-hmm. Facts. I did that the other day. I'm reading this book right now, The Way of the Superior Man. You know what I'm saying? And I did that as bad as I wanted to just keep reading. Nigga, I was reading. I'm laying in the bed, like kind of sitting up, like with the pillows behind me and shit though. And I'm reading, nigga. I'm like, yeah, like it's interesting as a motherfucker, nigga. Then my arm just went, bop.
Mm.
Nigga, I'm out.
If you can think about how was the rest.
Great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great. Cause when you read, I think when you read, every time you read, it's like exercise for your brain.
Mental exercise
Yeah.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a stimulation too, though. It's just like picking up some weights, hitting the weights and shit.
You
Though.
also thought training.
Right, thought training and all that. So then you get in that relaxed state. Like man, like tonight when I get to the house tonight, nigga, I'm gonna read. I'm finna read some more. You know what I mean? My goal is to do 30 minutes to an hour. But if it's 20 minutes and I end up whoopty whopping, nigga, I'm still gonna get my read on and shit though.
What you said? 30 minutes to an hour
Yeah.
every morning. You know what I'm saying? That alarm is on repeat. You know what I'm saying? Every morning, 9:00. You know what I'm saying? I just give myself 15 to 20 minutes to read something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good though.
Every day.
Yeah.
Whether it's just an article right here, if I just pick up a book, a new whatever the hell. Though it's starting at 9 in the morning. Every 9 a.m.
Yeah.
It says, you know what I'm saying, 15, 20 minute reading.
Yep.
Just to do it.
That's good though. That's a good thing and shit though. And it's different things. And
You
look,
wake a motherfucker up in the morning like
Yeah.
that too, though. I ain't gonna front.
and especially depending on what you getting into and reading and shit though, is something that'll help with your mental health. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's beneficial and stimulating and shit like that though. You know what I mean? And I'm actually getting into this other book called Contagious and shit too though, man. It's like when I was in the pen, I'm gonna keep it 100 and shit though. Before I went to the pen and all that, you know, school, you know, nigga read books and all that, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my interest like that though. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole bunch of other interests. But then when I went to the pen, I read a lot of books while, you know what I'm saying, being in the pen, boring books from the homies, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers on the tier, all different kind of shit, and getting my own little books in and stuff like that too though. And I think that's where I found the love for reading. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got out of the pen, you know what I'm saying, life was lifing, and I didn't really, I was like sputtering. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of on and off. You know what I'm saying? With the reading and shit though. And I think like in this stage that I'm in now, I kind of fell back in love with reading. You know what I'm saying? Like more than what I was doing before. Cause I would jump in every other month, you know what I mean? Get all this book, go run through the book and shit though. But now what I want to do is just continuously, once I finish one book, jump to the next book. And just keep that shit kind of going like that, man. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that part right there, like if I think back, you know what I'm saying, back in Camp Mons,
Got one.
Tales of Huckleberry and Finn. you know what I'm saying, was probably the first little, you can say like novel book I can remember like going all the way through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then once I hit YA, you know what I'm saying, Charles, nigga named Charles. You know what I'm saying? I forget the nigga last name. Start with a P. But he up out of Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? And he had the luxury of like getting legitimate type books. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Black type books. You know what I mean? Good shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he didn't lend his books out to a lot of motherfuckers.
Right.
That's why I say, like, you know what I'm saying, I was privy to it. Like he just gave me a gang of books, like, here, check this here out. You know what I'm saying? The first book I read, like really overnight, you know what I'm saying, that lockdown. You know what I'm saying? The coldest winter ever. That's probably about like, you know what I'm saying, like it's over 380 something pages.
Yup.
That nigga gave me that book at night and I gave it to him before child the next morning.
On everything.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm giving him homage, you can say. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, even when I went to a different unit, he'd get some books and be like, Sirpo, I got a book. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted the motherfuckers to be like, man, you finished that?
Yeah.
Like, he'll put a nigga on the time, like, give me my shit back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To make sure a nigga read it. Like, we'll be walking along, like, what you think about that book?
Right.
Like, oh, man, what about such and such? Woo, woo, woo.
Right.
Talk to a nigga about it. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Chuck, nigga Charles from out of Inglewood. He didn't gangbang, you know what I'm saying? But he was like a player nigga from out of Inglewood.
Right. Hey, look, and it's a trip though. It's a trip like how your imagination run wild with the book that you read. Like especially when you in there. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga, like I think I carried it on till I got out. You know what I'm saying? When I got out though, but when I was younger, I don't think when it came to reading like that, my imagination didn't run wild with it because it wasn't my interest like that though. Yeah, nigga knew how to read and all that though, but it wasn't my interest like, you know what I'm saying? But a nigga imagine like sitting there reading the book, it's like, nigga, I could picture everything as this, you know what I'm saying? As I'm reading it and shit though, like, man, yeah, the
It's
coldest
like,
winter ever. Yeah,
like
I read
the pen
that
is
too.
kind of like different. You know what I'm saying? And it's like going into the pen, like it's an old dude, you know what I'm saying? He from out of Orange County area. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're looking, you're like, oh, this is just an old smoker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't pay no attention to this dude. You know what I'm saying? But I shared the cell with him. You know what I mean? It's like he an old heroin addict. You know what I mean? He's like, man, peanut butter and jelly and coffee, you know what I'm saying? It helps me, you know what I'm saying, like with my joning. That's what made us connect. I'm like, no shit. You know what I'm saying? He'd be fucked up. And I'm like, man, here, take my shit. You know what I'm saying? Sit and talk to him and come to find out. He an old dude.
Right.
Come to find out, you know what I'm saying? He was like back in the pen, you know what I'm saying? Machines in motion starting to go. You know what I'm saying? We ain't coming out, nigga. It's time to study. You ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I listened to him like some of his stories and that shit just stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Outside of what like all my elders tell me, I ain't have no elder tell me no bullshit.
Right.
I ain't gonna even front to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They probably try to come with some sly shit, but them ain't no attention paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the ones who try to school a nigga, I paid attention. And that shit came through like somebody like you wouldn't even try to pay attention to.
On
You know
the
what I'm
real.
saying? But the underlying thing right there, like, man, study. Use some time to study. It's only an hour. You know what I mean? And then you got 23 more to do something else.
Something else.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get your brain to learn something. That shit stuck with me.
Hell yeah.
And it come from a motherfucker like Jones and off of heroin and using peanut butter and jelly and coffee, you know what I'm saying, to get back straight.
Yeah, all that shit could just it all
Gave a nigga
reflected.
game.
Yeah, that shit. And that's real, man. It don't take much. And life is about I put a post up today and shit though talking about like life and life is about elevating, like always getting better type shit though, trying to get better. Not necessarily financially, but just period. You know what I'm saying? Just getting better, period. That's what life is about. And you know, when a nigga was younger, a nigga mind wasn't near though. You know what I'm saying? But to everybody out there, man, June is man's mental health awareness month. Make sure, my brothers, make sure you taking care of yourself, man. You know, put yourself first sometimes. You know what I mean? If you ain't straight,
Fuck that all the time.
yeah. If you ain't straight, everybody that you got to take care of won't be straight eventually. So, hey man, let's make sure we do that, man, and take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you follow us at Best Way to Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? And then you can find me at Big J underscore BW2S.
Oh yeah, and you can find me just flip that around and be like BW2S underscore Sirpo. And don't forget the JR.
And shout out to C-Pop with her old head ass though. You know what I'm saying?
C-Pop underscore 34.
On everything. So we out of here, man. Until next time, man. It's the Best Way to Smoke podcast with Big J.
And your favorite smoking partner, Sirpo Jr.
Stay elevated.
Stay the baby.